Hey there, Woo Ball fans. I've got a big update for you regarding our Rise from the Ashes campaign. The fundraising effort currently underway to replace 60 ash trees struck by the emerald ash borer around Waldorf Field. We have some generous donors who have offered to match every donation. That's right, the price for our large replacement trees, the autumn gold ginkgo tree, has been now cut down to just $300 each, thanks to matching donations from our donors. Everyone who donates to the Rise from the Ashes campaign will be recognized in a dedication ceremony next season at the home opener and will receive a commemorative plaque made from the ash trees we are removing that will make a beautiful addition to your home, office, or wherever you choose to display it. Just go to www.waldorfgridironclub.org and make your donation. Put Rise from the Ashes in the note section, along with whatever name or names you'd like added to your tree recognition. Thanks to all our donors for helping us rise from the ashes and restore the beauty of Waldorf Field for generations of Warriors to come. Welcome to the Waldorf Gridiron Club podcast, your home for all things football at Waldorf University, the best small college football experience in America. Hosted by Andy Buffington and me, Troy Thompson, from the secret bunker beneath Waldorf Field.
Welcome to this episode of the Waldorf Gridiron Club podcast. Troy, I nailed it again, second week in a row. I'm feeling pretty confident.
We've got a lot of episodes under our belt, Andy, and I don't know how many. I know
we got to be getting close to 100, right?
We are getting close to 100, yeah. But you've done it so many times. You've always handled the intro so well.
Oh, well, thank you, Troy.
There's been a couple of times, only recently. Yeah, we got 90. This is episode 97.
97.
We're getting there. Yeah.
Oof. Wow, we're going to have to, in another 3 weeks when we hit 100.
Yeah.
The Hyundai, I don't know, maybe we'll have to have some reflection.
Or give away a Hyundai. No, we won't.
75 mega.
75 mega. Doesn't work. Not the one in there. Yeah.
All right. Well, we've completed week 9 of the season, Troy.
Yes.
We had Dakota Wesleyan from Mitchell, South Dakota come to town, and it didn't go as well as we'd hoped, but you know what? The team still seems positive, and there's a lot of good things going on still with this Waldorf Warriors. We're banged up a little bit, but hey, looking forward to welcoming one of the best teams in the nation to
Morningside. Morningside's coming to town this Saturday, tomorrow at 1 p.m. kickoff as per usual.
Dude, get there. This is senior day, folks.
Senior day.
This is a time for you to, it's going to be like in the 50s, but you know what?
That's
Iowans.
how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, it's football.
We could have had 50s weather in the end of August if we tried.
That's happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, so get there, folks. And Warrior Walk, let's get that thing just packed and send those seniors out the right way.
Warrior Walk's at 10:30 on Saturday morning. It's going to be great, and of course, it's very important. It is the last home game. It's been a good season as far as the number of games that we've got to play. It's been a good, incredible competition, and I'm going to look at it. I'm an optimist that we're maintaining our perfect record, and it's flipped upside down. But to me, all that means is there's nowhere to go but up.
Yes, and that's going to happen.
Yeah.
And that is going to be on the shoulders of two gentlemen we have in the bunker today, Troy.
Come to the bump.
The bunker?
The bump.
It's it's contagious.
Carry on.
Yes. So we have with us today number 91 from Riverdale, Georgia, Neeko Page. Neeko, buddy, how you doing?
I'm all right.
Just all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're recording this on Election Day. Did you vote?
Of course.
All right.
That's my guy.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's important. It's an honor and a privilege for us to be able to exercise our right to vote. So
it is.
Everybody voted.
Yeah.
By now, we'll probably have a better idea who won. And
maybe.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Hey, depending on who you ask, we might be in the midst of a civil war right now.
That's not going to happen.
No.
That's not going to happen.
We still got a game to play.
That's right.
That's what it is.
Ain't got no time for that.
In fact, did you know that the game of football was inspired by the original Civil War?
Really?
Yeah, the veterans of the Civil War had raised young men as sons, and they were afraid that they would grow up having never experienced any form of battle. And so the game of football was brought about.
Absolutely it was.
So it is a land war. Football is all about winning the land.
For sure. And then the other gentleman we have here from Florence, Arizona.
Easy.
Yep, absolutely.
That's a key state.
Number 7, Chris Walter, quarterback. Chris, welcome to the bunker, buddy.
Hello.
That's it?
Yeah. We brought in a couple of swing state guys. Is what we did.
That's right.
We had Georgia and Arizona.
Georgia and
Arizona.
Yeah,
that's right.
We should have
on election day, as it's being recorded. And so,
absolutely. Look forward to seeing what happens for our nation.
We'll see.
Good times. Just gonna laugh.
That's as political as the show ever gets.
Yeah,
election day. Did you vote? Good. Oh, swing staters. Okay, so there you are.
It's all good. So Riverdale, Georgia. Whereabouts is that? I know where Georgia is.
Is there a river there?
No.
Mm-hmm.
There isn't a river by Riverdale?
No.
Now, what was the high school that Archie and the gang went to? Was that Riverdale?
Oh, I don't know. I feel like that was a California
but still
place.
I don't know. So Riverdale, Georgia is in what location in the state of Georgia?
Clayton County is like 20 minutes from Atlanta. From this
north, south, east, west, northwest, south. Okay. So we've had so many guys. We have a lot of guys from the Atlanta area. You know, Marietta and the like. You know, so is it kind of nice to have that little taste of home? You guys can talk about what's going on in Hotlanta.
Sure. Yeah, I guess. I guess it's. I mean, we're all close enough, like Marietta and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's like literally, like driving to Mason City. That's how like close we are, literally.
So during off season and breaks, if you don't hang around Forest City, if you're back down there, do you guys ever try to get together? You know, because I know like Justice Johnson is from that area, and Deontay Morgan is from that area.
If we available, or like is everybody like just chilling, like try to like link up or something, we probably would. But like,
but no,
because usually I'm in Indiana, in my other hometown.
Okay.
So
whereabouts in Indiana?
Indianapolis and Lawrence Township. That's where
Indianapolis.
The answer to the question previously asked is that yes, Riverdale is actually the home of the Archie comic setting.
Do you know that, Neeko?
But not California. It was thought to be New York.
Oh, well, heck.
Yeah.
Did you know Archie and the Gang?
No.
Jughead?
I mean, that was
Veronica.
That was before our.
That was before
Veronica's timeless, but that was before our time too. You know, yeah.
All right. So tell me about Florence, Arizona, Coach. Coach,
you're
gonna be a coach.
Yeah, why not?
Yep.
Florence, Arizona. It's
most of the season you've been kind of a coach, haven't you?
a little.
Yeah.
On the side. I think backup quarterback usually that's kind of the role that you end up.
Yeah.
But
not back up now.
No. We have 12 prisons. We have a population of 40,000, and we got some good fast food spots.
It's weird that you led with the 12 prisons part.
Was this like Kingstown? You seen that?
Oh, well, yeah.
Mayor of Kingstown.
Yeah, Mayor of Kingstown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like
It's a show. It's a show on, I don't know, Amazon, Paramount runs it.
something like that. Jeremy Renner is the star, and he's the mayor of Kingstown.
Yeah.
They
basically run some sort of underground influence operation between the prison guards, and the local crime establishments.
And the police.
Oh, yeah, and the police. Yeah, that's very important. Yeah.
Anyway,
What do they do?
Well, I don't want to.
We're not going to get in. This isn't a show review.
I'll tell you what, though.
What are you doing, man?
I mean, it's interesting. Yeah. They figure out how to make things all work together.
So whereabouts is Florence?
It's in the southern region of Arizona. It's a little warmer than it is right now.
Yeah. What's the temperature? Did you check today?
I want to say their high was somewhere in the 80s. Last week they got up to 99.
Oh, that's.
But it's a dry heat. They always say that about
That's
Arizona.
Kai Robinson.
Most of the year, yeah.
Temperature right there.
Arizona, or during the summer though, it'll get really humid because that's when we get all of our rain.
Well, that's no fun.
Humid. I've never heard that about Arizona before. I'm learning a lot about Arizona this year.
That's good.
It'll get humid in the summer, and that's unfortunate because that's when it gets like 120.
Okay. Yeah, I always heard it was a dry heat.
Yeah, it's hot.
I thought that's why Doc Holliday went to Tombstone was so that he could overcome his whatever disease he had. It was probably tuberculosis. They called it something else then, didn't they?
I don't know. The Bends. No,
It wasn't the Bends. He wasn't a diaper.
I'm reading a book about the Bends right now.
Listen, guys, this conversation regularly goes off on tangents.
Yeah, we kind of get off the rails.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. So, Chris, tell us a little bit about your journey to
Humid
get you here to
Arizona.
Waldorf.
So we have a coach on the staff named Coach Eames. He coaches our running backs. He's a key character in the story.
Oh.
I ended up going to Ottawa University in Arizona out of high school, and I was there for 3 years. And my freshman year, Coach Eames was a quarterback there, and he was a senior when I was a freshman. So he finished his career, and then he left, and then he was off for a year, and then he ended up coaching at Waldorf my junior year. And I graduated a year early from Ottawa, and him and I had stayed in contact. We had kept talking like his whole time when he had left Ottawa because we were friends. And he basically just told me to check out Waldorf. I came to the area, and I liked the area. I'm originally from New York, but I had never really been outside of Arizona, so it was a good change of scenery. I figured I needed to get a master's degree, and I liked all the coaches and stuff like that. So it just ended up kind of happening.
Now, if you were a freshman at Ottawa when he was a senior, my question to you, were you there during the game that was featured on Last Chance U?
No, that was when Coach Eames was out at West Hills.
Different place.
He
That would
was
make
at
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't be. All right, so I can't redact the question unless I edit it, which I won't do. It takes too much effort.
Yeah. No, he was in California. He was a little younger.
Right. Okay, so... And you said New York originally? Like born in New York?
You didn't catch the talk?
Well, I did hear that.
Yeah, you heard.
I was going to, but I couldn't place it. Like New York, one of the 5 boroughs?
No, I'm in Schenectady. It's up by it's not far from Albany.
Spell that.
SCHENACTADY.
Yes.
Schenectady.
Yeah. That's great. That's a great
My
town.
wife's got family, I think she has family in Schenectady, but but then she has her aunt and uncle live. I can't remember the name of the town. It's like Amsterdam, New York. It's a tiny little borough, little, almost like a village that's just kind of between. Well, it's probably like 45 minutes from Schenectady.
When I lived in upstate New York, I had obviously New York State plates on my car. I'd come back home and people were like, "What's it like in the city?" And I'm like, "Man, I live in Watertown, New York. I don't even see the city. We're 5 hours away from New York." Yeah, the city.
Yeah. So, how did was that just a family move from?
Yeah, my grandparents, they moved to Arizona, and my parents, they visited my grandparents in Arizona. They liked the area, and they saw that there were a lot of jobs. My mom was a teacher, my dad was a firefighter. There were a lot more job availabilities in Arizona, whereas in New York, it was a lot more populated, and it was a lot harder to get It was a lot harder to get the positions that they wanted to get. So it was easier to move out to Arizona. It was also a lot cheaper to live in Arizona at that time.
Wow.
School teacher and a firefighter.
Nice.
And that's what they that's what they did in Arizona too.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. What'd your mom teach?
Well, now she's actually an assistant principal
Oh, okay. She's joined the dark
at
side.
a K through 8. Yeah.
Yeah. Very good. But before that, what was her teaching?
She bounced around, but most of her time was a 4th grade teacher.
Okay. All right.
Terrorists.
Yeah.
Every one of them. Wow.
Does your dad like firefighting movies?
I don't know.
Like,
Backdraft.
thank you. It's a classic Ron Howard movie. I couldn't think of a moment there.
I'd assume he's an avid Chicago Fire viewer.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right. There's also a TV show that I saw on, I don't know if I was watching it on Amazon or Netflix or whatever, but it's one of those TV shows that you watch like 3 seasons of them and it's over. And it's some of the guys from the cast of like Super Troopers, and it's called Tacoma FD.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
And the whole theme of the deal is like they're a fire department, they're full time, but it's Tacoma and it rains so much they don't have a lot of fires to put out. So it's just a very funny show.
Sounds like something
Yeah,
to watch.
pass it along.
Check
Absolutely.
it out. It's
All
on
right.
Amazon.
Or it could be on Netflix. I go back and forth between those two.
Yeah.
Get all of my entertainment.
So, Neeko, it's been a
Yeah.
spell since you've been on the podcast. So, tell us again about your journey from Georgia to
We have a lot more listeners now, so you're going to have to refresh it from the beginning.
Yeah, absolutely.
We got people listening from
They know you.
all over the GPAC now, apparently, which is exciting.
Ooh.
That's crazy.
Yeah. We're the only football GPAC podcast.
Well, pretty much just came straight out of Riverdale to Waldorf. Got recruited by Single. So
Joe Sengel.
yeah,
I don't even know who that is.
I do.
All right.
Oh man.
I got recruited by him. How I really came here was really on accident, really. But at the same time, it was the greatest thing that happened to me.
Mm-hmm.
Reason why I say that is because I seen a whole bunch of my teammates committing, and I was currently in touch with Waldorf at first, talking to Single. He had got my attention. I knew what I was coming into, small town. I'm okay with that.
right.
Being a small town anyway. But he made me feel comfortable at that time, and like the coaches like welcomed me, and this place was like the perfect fit for me, like for real. A lot of opportunities opened up for me, of course. A lot of jobs and stuff.
Yeah.
So, but other than that, yeah, I came straight out of Riverdale High School, on to Waldorf. Been here ever since.
You know, and he says lots of jobs, Andy. You know, I mean, for our listeners, I think Neeko has had just about every student job and position that you can have at Waldorf. Currently, you are a RA,
student ambassador.
Student ambassador as well. Nice.
ACE assistant, mission assistant, OL leader, and I'm missing one.
Probably. Well, it'd be safe to say you've flourished here.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
People don't know what the ACE is, and that's something we've never talked about on the show, Andy. ACE is the Academic Achievement Center. Waldorf has got a tutoring. It's not just for tutors. It's where the tutoring program exists, but it's also, that's a place where you need to go and just get a little bit of extra help, whether in a regular tutoring program or not. It's a place that you can go and, you print your papers, do whatever you need to do. I mean, the ACE has been there since I was at Waldorf, and I think it's just a great part right there in the heart of the atrium.
Yep.
Yeah, it must have started sometime after
They decided,
I graduated.
listen, after that Buffington guy left, we're going to need to do something. We're going to develop an academic achievement center, and it's been running 30 some years.
Yep.
Yeah, good stuff. So, Chris, how do you find your time up here in the sticks?
I don't mind it. I really just, since we're in football season right now, all I really do is I go to the office, I go to practice, and I just kind of hang out in my room and watch film. There's some good stuff. There's a McDonald's in Mason City, so they've collected a good amount of my money so far.
There's one even closer in Clear Lake.
Clear Lake, yeah, that's the one that I normally go to.
Okay, there you go. All right.
Walmart.
Yeah, I didn't want you to drive too far.
Why McDonald's?
Why not?
It's great. It's cheap. You can get 6 burgers for $15.38. A sweet tea.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, yeah. I can agree that maybe the McDonald's fries are probably the best fries that are out there in fast food land.
I don't know. Well, yeah, fast food. Yeah,
Right, in fast food land.
Nico's got some. He's gonna.
Oh, you don't think so?
Bringing back Riley's. Got the best fries.
Riley's.
Yep.
Riley's.
Checkers, Riley's.
What is this?
How close?
Riley's.
How close is Riley's?
Yeah, where's that?
Not here.
No, that's what I'm saying. You can, like, in the broad spectrum of what everybody in America knows, we can say everybody knows McDonald's. But you're bringing up Riley's. I don't know. Was that like just like the local
Checkers?
Checkers?
I guess it's a Southern thing. I guess that's where the Southern comes.
I've heard of Checkers though. I haven't heard of the other one.
Yeah. We did have a conversation not too long ago that, did you know that Iowa does not have a Waffle House?
Yeah.
Really?
Isn't that terrible?
Yeah. That's
Gosh.
that's terrible. Like it's common in like Atlanta. Like, that's one of the top.
Meeting places?
Like that's where we go before games.
Yeah.
After games, like, or just a late night. It just open.
Isn't it weird that really has picked up in certain parts of the country? And I mean, it's waffles. You'd think everybody would. I make waffles for Christmas. It's a Christmas tradition. Christmas Day. It's waffle day. Dad's waffles.
If you're looking for a
Homemade, CIA.
If you're looking for a third career or fourth,
Culinary
whatever it is, what you could do is that you could maybe see if Waffle House would be interested in franchising here in Forest City, Iowa.
Yeah.
You imagine the business?
Sonic.
We got our own Waffle House.
You have all my business,
All your business.
all of it.
You're doing student ambassador work, and you're like, now this is the Waffle House. And it's like, is this part of campus? Don't worry about it. I got a voucher. Here you go.
Enjoy the waffles.
Oh, maybe put a Waffle House with that big yellow and black sign.
And the 2 o'clock in the morning fist fights.
Yes. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Is there anything in Forest City that's open at 2 o'clock besides a gas station?
I don't think so.
No.
Oh, the jail.
Oh, yeah. Jail's always open.
We have a jail.
Oh, we do have a jail. We have the Winnebago County Jail here in town. We don't have 12 prisons, sorry to report, but we do have one jail where we can at least have 12 prisoners.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah.
think capacity's over 30.
Oh, look at that.
Wow.
Yeah, we can bring some in if we need to.
And we do.
And we do.
And we do. Absolutely.
Well, I happen to know, Neeko, that you have a hobby of fixing cars.
Yes, I do.
And I also noticed this year that the car that you drive, which is the Mustang, isn't it?
Yes.
And
Convertible.
it was white. It was red and white,
Yeah.
mostly white with a little bit of red. But I noticed this year it's not. There's no red on it anymore.
What'd you do? Did you buy some spray paint?
He had a fender that was red.
Yep.
So funny thing is, I did buy spray paint.
Good.
Um,
Say it with Krylon.
it's not completely done yet.
Mm-hmm.
I got some more things I want to do to it. I just wanted the same color at that moment.
Yeah.
Got tired
Yeah.
of looking at it.
Right. Well,
You wouldn't be able to tell by looking at it. So
No.
you must have done a good job.
I noticed because I noticed the different color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's something you and your dad did together, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Dad's got a body shop, doesn't he, or something?
he got a mechanic shop
There you go.
slash body shop
Mhm.
slash he can fix semi trucks and all
Oh.
that other stuff. So he
He knows it all.
Yeah,
So, like
pretty much.
diesel tech and
Yeah.
everything.
pretty
Holy
much.
Nice.
But he pretty much let me do it on my own. He was there to help me out, but like how my dad teach me is let me do it 1st. If
Mhm.
I mess up, then
He's there to
Yeah.
mop
Right.
up
It
for
Hope
was-
there's
you.
not a lot of customers in Riverdale, Georgia right now listening to this go, hey, wait a second.
That guy worked on my
He worked on my car.
he's not located in Riverdale. He's
Oh, okay. We don't say where he's at.
He's in
It's a
Indiana.
secret. It's a
He's
secret.
in
Yeah.
Indiana. So
Oh, okay.
only
Okay.
people that's in Riverdale is my auntie and my mother. That's who I moved down there with.
Very good.
All right.
Everybody else is in Indiana.
Indiana.
Yeah.
Indianapolis.
Yep.
Nice. So are you a Colts fan?
Of course.
Are you?
Die hard Colts fan.
Been a Colts fan the whole time?
Yep, since Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning, I was going to say.
Since Peyton
Hard
Manning.
not to be. I like Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning's great.
If nothing else, he's very funny.
Greatest quarterback of all time.
No.
That's not even
Greatest quarterback.
close to true. He's maybe the best quarterback on Saturday Night Live.
Well, yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah. Snitches get stitches.
That's right. Yep. Hold still. This is going to look great.
Yeah, yeah.
Tattooing the
yeah,
kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
You guys haven't. Okay.
Chris, you're a quarterback. You don't know about this?
I like the one where he's chucking them at the kids.
There you go. That's the
yeah.
same one. Yeah, what it was like the United Way.
Yeah,
or
the United
Big
Way.
Brothers, Big Sisters, or something like that.
Yeah.
He's whipping the balls at the kids. Yeah, that's great. And then his little brother, who didn't play for the Colts, but
Eli.
he does like he dresses up and have you seen that one where he like goes and he's all in costume and
Yeah.
go to the
Yeah,
tryouts.
I've seen
Like
that
the
one.
college.
Powers?
Yeah, yeah. Have you seen that, Andy?
Mm-mm.
Oh, yeah. He
That was
dresses
funny.
up like he's an old timer, but he's still got eligibility and he goes for a tryout in the college, like open tryouts.
There was a show on
He's just nailing these 70-yard passes.
Yeah, Eli had a show that I watched with Baker Mayfield where they put a bunch of prosthetics on his face so he looked different, and then it was the ultimate fan experience for the Buccaneers.
Oh, yeah, they just did that.
That was so great because, at the end of it, they're like, all right, folks, we're going to have a throwing contest, and if any of you can throw it 30 yards, you're going to get, and I can't remember, it was like a whatever, but if you can throw it, 30 or 40 yards, you get something else. But if you can throw it 50 yards, everybody gets a signed ball.
Mm-hmm.
And so, Baker's he's playing it up. Nobody really recognized him. Some of the players and some of the staff members of the Bucks, when he tested it out. So he ends up like the last guy, oh, right here. I'll give it a try. and he just chucks the ball about 60 yards in the air.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, what in the world is with this
Yeah.
guy? And then of course he takes his makeup off, and it's pretty cool. So you should watch that. I don't know what streaming service it's on, but it's
TikTok.
Check it out.
it's actually on one of the streaming services too. I don't know if it's like
YouTube?
Paramount or something like that.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That's a show.
I can't remember.
All right. Very good.
Yeah.
So, Chris, this last game you started and came in on the game before in Briarcliff. Lou came out. You came in the third quarter. Was it third quarter? I think you came in
Third quarter.
Yeah, third quarter. That was a very exciting game. I thought you did a great job. Really took command of the offense. It seemed to be everybody was flowing. We put up a lot of unanswered points. Didn't come out the way we wanted to there, but that was a close game. Then this last game, full start. What was different? Being the starting quarterback coming into this, and you had started before too, earlier in the season too. So I mean, like this time, it's like talk about that experience with Dakota Wesleyan.
It wasn't bad. I mean, they didn't show anything new really that they hadn't shown on film. I felt like as a team, we got a feel for them late. We just got to be a little bit quicker. But we also, I think a lot of stuff changed once Bryce and I kind of got together on that deep out, and then right after, I think Obley caught like a back shoulder fade for 30 yards. So once everybody got comfortable, then it was just like bang, bang, bang. Everything was moving. I think we scored like 2 out of the next 4 drives, and one of them we got in the red zone, and then the other one, yeah. So, but yeah, I think it's just a matter of everybody getting comfortable with one another, and I think that as the season's gone on, we've gotten a lot more chemistry. The line hasn't really had a shot to build that chemistry just because there's been so many injuries, and it's a new line.
They're just trying to stay alive.
Yeah.
We got to do to the club, and we got other various injuries, guys coming back, guys leaving. I think we have 3 freshmen playing right now on the line.
Yeah.
We'd have more if they wouldn't have got injured.
Right.
I mean, we're banged up.
Yeah, so
for sure. Neeko, are you going to step in the offensive line?
Well, yeah.
If I have to, I would.
You would.
I know you would. You're that guy.
Just like one more job at Waldorf.
Well, yeah. So what position do you play, Neeko? Well,
O-line, D-line, O-line.
Yep.
Ace.
Do a little coaching.
A little coaching if I need
A little motivation.
Right. Yeah.
Yep. Chief morale officer.
Chief morale officer. That is, who is the chief morale officer on the sideline? Who's the person, if there's one person that either one of you can identify, and maybe we can agree on it, that would just be like, that person's always firing people up, keeping people motivated.
Huh.
It's not
Pacina.
coming. Pacina?
Yeah.
Avian?
Oh, yeah. He talks the whole time. Yep. He's always up.
Yeah, offense, yes. Defense is like a variety. I would say me, but like
I'd agree with that.
It's multiple people that's on defense, but yeah, offense is the majority.
Well, you carry a lot of weight, Neeko. I mean that not in the physical terms, and you're a big guy, but the reality is like people listen to what you have to say. You're the center of the team. They listen to what you're doing on the defense anyway, and it makes a big impact, and they do pay attention to you. You're like the wise man that's been around the block, been at Waldorf,
old guy,
like multiple jobs over here, and you get to keep everybody
the defensive OG.
Really, the OG, yeah. This is your senior year, but you're sticking around. You're redshirt senior.
You're Redshirt Junior.
Are you sticking around?
Yes, I'm sticking
That's what
around.
I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yes.
Chris, you're
Number
also
91.
Redshirt Junior.
That's what I'm talking about. So there's some good things happening, and I would say that is the really the banner headline of the Waldorf season thus far. We have 2 games left. We're taking on Morningside. They're a very good team. We're going to take them on tomorrow, and then we're going to go out to Dort, and they're also a very good team. Our season has not gotten us the wins that we wanted to, but you take a look at what we're doing, and every week you can point to something that is more improved and better. And next year is going to be a completely different season and a very different team with the same people, just because of the amount of experience that we've gotten, and realizing too, boy, Andy, put it in perspective. Like we would talk smack about the conference that we were in, North Star or whatever, and it was just like we're this, Dickinson or whatever. And I'm like, these guys are not, there's not 2 or 3 teams rolling into the playoffs from the North Star.
No.
But the GPAC is like every year. So this is the premier league to be in. They're all private schools, and Waldorf is coming into something completely new. And then you realize exactly what level of play we were at and where we are at, and how that's dressing out. So next year is going to be very exciting. We're not done with this season. I'm not saying that, but every game has been an improvement, and 100%. If you can, is the team weathering that? Where they're just like, we see it too, we get it, the kids that just graduated from high school or whatever, they're like, why, why'd you go there? And it's like, nah, but they're seeing it too. Everybody's feeling there's something awesome that's happening.
Yeah, that's the fun part about that is like everybody's still together. Yes, we're 0-9, 0-8, 0-9, wherever it is. Like,
0-9. It's all right.
We're still together.
Yeah.
Still together. Like every game like we go into, we still want to compete.
Yeah.
Want to compete like that. I want to say this in the best way I can. The previous teams that we had here, from what I witnessed, we would not be in it would have been fell apart.
Right.
And that's the important. That's what's so important to me is I see our culture developing. It's no arguing on the sideline like it used to be.
Correct.
It's nobody pointing fingers at who did that, who did this. It's we're all together. That's the good part about that. And that's why I'm excited to come back, because I know if we fix that thing, we'll be good next year.
Yeah, you seem to have a lot of very loyal and dedicated players. That's what it takes to make a team. And yeah, you're right, Neeko. I mean, we had some great talent in previous seasons, but we also, I think, if the same talent was here after the Doan game, we would have been like,
yeah,
that's 3 games in, and they would be like,
it would have been.
I need to be looking for something. I need to go
Yeah,
somewhere else, and that hasn't happened.
Nah.
Yeah, this is my 5th year on the sideline, and there were definite fractures, when things didn't go just perfectly. We won a few games last year. The year before, we had more success, but the reality is I'll take this team all day, every day. I love it. I mean, and that's one of the things that Coach Chop and I continue to have this conversation, especially on Fridays. Fridays, they're up, they're happy. It's and Chapa is always like, I don't even understand this. He's like, you wouldn't think that we haven't won a game yet this season because everybody's still so positive. They're together, like what Neeko said. And that talks a lot about that culture that Coach Chop is building.
Yeah.
Chris, you come from a program that nationally is almost always ranked OUAZ. And obviously they have culture down there. Is that something that you kind of saw when you were down there and can bring some of those things up here?
Yeah, I think so for sure. It was I got to learn a lot. But when I came here, one of the first things I noticed was that everybody was tight knit, like Neeko said. Everybody, it really is a big family, and we have a long way to go. We have a lot of places to grow in. But what's good is we're all together as players.
Yeah,
we all have each other's backs.
I think you got to know who you are. You have to know who are the Warriors when it comes to football, or for that matter, any sport. And I feel like that definition is being sorted out and improved upon. And I think that, the off season is coming up here. You guys get a big, long break. You come back in January, and that'll be where you really hold each other accountable and put in the work and see what improvements we can make and how that sorts out for spring ball. So, like I said, I'm not looking ahead, too much, but I mean, we got 2 games left. We got Morningside and Dordt. The season's gonna, end after that, obviously, and then you guys have finals and you hit the road, get to go see family and do all those great things, and then you're back at it.
Yep.
Thanksgiving is just around the corner. Is that something you guys, does the fam get together and just have a huge meal?
Yeah. So, I would be back in Georgia for the first time in 4 years.
Oh, wow.
Because I don't normally.
You head to the Indianapolis area?
Yeah, I'd stay there because that's where I'm that's where that's where I work at. So,
yeah.
But yeah, we normally do. My family normally do, and just like this year, I'm going with my mom, so I'm with my other half. And then they celebrate big on Thanksgiving. So
Oh yeah,
Just standard meal. or do
that's
they
my
do-
favorite holiday.
It is. How can it not be?
I mean, of all of the holidays, that's my favorite one.
That would probably be the top, and then it's tough for me. Christmas means so much.
Absolutely, but 4th of July is number 2 for me. Then Christmas, and I feel very deep about my faith. There's no question about it. But the whole hullabaloo around Christmas, for me, is a little much.
Yeah, I understand.
You know what I mean? But Thanksgiving is all about family coming together. You eat a big meal. You watch some football. You play some football in the yard, whatever. I mean, it's just all, there's no, I got to get this. I got to, none of that. And
It's all
4th
about
of July is
together.
the same way. You roll around on a boat or do whatever you do. You shoot off some explosives and it's great. And for us at Thanksgiving, by the way, we shoot the turkey after we eat it.
They do.
It's a long time tradition around the Thompson household. Now we've gotten to the point where we're at least 2 turkeys or maybe more in, and so then when it's all over, we put them on a stake and then we just go blast away with a bunch of guns, just to see whoever can knock it off the stake.
America.
God bless America.
Chris, are you looking forward to a huge Thanksgiving meal, or do you guys all just go to McDonald's?
So McDonald's breakfast, and then there's gonna be a little turkey bowl back home, and then my mom usually starts cooking around like 9-10 in the morning, and then that's kind of like an all day process, and then they'll be over, the immediate family, and then my grandparents will come over, and then usually like my brother or I'll have like a friend over, and we'll eat a lot of food. We're a big family. So there's not a lot left over.
Yeah.
Usually there's a little bit, but we go to town.
Is it a night meal for you? It sounds like it is, like an evening meal, like a dinner.
5, big dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Big dinner.
We're a like 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, we're a midday meal.
Yeah.
Well, we like throughout the day, like.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
But the main course that's around like 5 in the evening.
What's the best?
Stuffing.
The stuffing?
Yeah.
But like stovetop or like real homemade with giblets and the whole 9 yards?
I don't know. It tastes good.
Yeah.
My mom cooks the stuffing.
Neeko, what's your go-to on Thanksgiving? I mean, turkey's easy. You could say that, but I ain't letting you off that easy.
I'm pretty picky when it comes to food.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So my mom kind of makes something a little special just for me. It's kind of bad.
Like, what does she make then?
Yeah. What is your special Thanksgiving dish?
So I really don't like turkey. So
Okay.
she do chicken for us.
Okay.
For me and then other people. But other than that, she also do ham.
I love ham. There's nothing says you can't have ham.
You can have ham.
Absolutely. you
Love
can.
ham. Around here, we get Corbett hams, which
Yeah, that's delicious.
good
I've
stuff.
never heard
Just
of that.
over at Louis today, in fact, had
yeah.
a gift certificate. So I picked up some stuff and I almost got some Corbett ham. Unnecessary, but
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just so good.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Make your blood
yeah.
pressure go up, but
Right. A lot of
very salty.
delicious salt in it.
Oh,
That's my favorite flavor, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, sodium.
Well, and just so you guys know, and you won't benefit from this, but you guys may or may not know that I feed the coaches for every one of our home games, and I was trying to do something different. We did chili, last week against Dakota Wesleyan, so we're doing Thanksgiving, but I'm not doing stuffing. I don't think. I don't know. We'll see. But we're doing basically like a hot turkey sandwich with Texas toast and then a pile of turkey and then mashed potatoes.
Gravy.
Gravy over the whole
Oh,
works.
there you go.
And my wife's making her world famous pumpkin bars.
Oh,
Pumpkin bars.
Sounds
you wanna know
great.
something? Pumpkin bars is like very known in the Midwest. Like I ain't never heard of it until I got there.
Really?
Really?
Well,
Nothing like that in Georgia, or
Nah.
Indiana?
you got
We got pumpkin pie. That's what we have.
pumpkin pie is good.
It's the best
Yeah.
pie.
Pumpkin bars. Basically anything you can make.
Chris, you look confused, bud.
What are pumpkin bars?
Well, you just
They're a bar that
pumpkin
tastes
flavored-
like pumpkin, and then you
like a
put a bunch
pumpkin
of
flavored cake.
kinda.
Like a pumpkin pie.
No,
not that.
It's a cake essentially.
Yeah, it's a cake.
But then you cut them into bars.
Imagine a carrot cake, but it tastes like pumpkin.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yes, nailed it. Good
All
job.
right.
Yeah, and then cream cheese.
I might have just
frosting.
had some of that today myself. There may have been some of that on our counter today.
Carrot cake.
No?
Pumpkin bars.
Yes.
Get out of here. And they're usually a little more dense. They're not super airy.
Not spongy.
Yeah. Well, and my wife she's a good baker. So
Yeah.
Nice.
yeah. So yeah, hopefully the coaches will enjoy that. They appreciate anything.
Good
so.
quality. You should run any significant other potentiality through a test of baking and cooking skills.
Yes.
Like a little Olympics in the kitchen to see if they have any skills, because it's a lifetime of,
Well, yeah.
eating food together.
Yeah, past the salt box.
Right.
That's a whole nother story. Well, yeah, that wouldn't be bad, if you meet a significant other and you're like, hey, I really kind of
A prospect, yeah.
prospect, and then say, you know what?
Yeah.
We should make a meal together. As a matter of fact,
Yeah.
how about you take care of and then name one of your favorite dishes, and then I'll do the dessert. And then
Okay.
just see how they do. Is that a good idea?
Can you guys cook anything?
Great idea.
You have to bring something too that you can cook.
I can actually cook too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, let's. We have not asked this much ever in a show.
Yeah, we don't really talk. We talk about food a lot.
Yeah,
but like, what's your go-to?
Yeah. What can you cook?
I pretty much can cook anything.
Not turkey.
So, I know how to cook turkey, but I don't like it. I make some great steak tacos.
Okay.
That is like my go-to meal. Like if I need to fix something up quick or fast.
Mhm.
And also, I know how to make some good buffalo wings.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Interesting.
I like that. So Frank's Red Hot, butter and garlic. That's the sauce.
Yep.
You got something else to add to that? That's it, right?
Anything that's like
That's buffalo sauce.
Okay.
And then chicken wings. Are they naked or do you bread them?
I know how to bread them and know how to do it.
Which do you prefer?
Naked.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's the best kind.
I think so. But my family prefers the breaded.
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that. Chris, what's your
Yeah.
speciality?
Anything with steak in it, big. I'm actually making steak burritos tomorrow.
Okay.
And then I like pasta, like different pastas.
Okay.
I'm a big pasta guy.
Big pasta guy.
New York.
Yeah. Schenectady, though.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Yeah.
Not so much of a New York accent. I've got one of my
There's
good
something
friends.
up, isn't there? Something, yeah.
Yeah, retired NYPD, and he can't. There's a lot of stuff that ends with R.
Oh,
R.
Anything with a vowel seems to end with an R. Have you noticed that?
Kinda.
Yeah, like Omaha. Like if there's like it opens and ends in an A, they like to throw an R on it. I don't know what that's all about. Hey, we're going down to the peninsula. And there says like a little bit of an R there, and I can't even do it right. But
No, that's all good.
yeah,
That's all right.
making fun of our.
Yeah, our friends from New York. Anyway, because hopefully we get listeners from New York. I think
We have some New York.
some New York listeners.
Yeah, we got some.
really?
Oh,
We
absolutely.
got a guy right here in town owns the ice cream shop. He's NYPD as far as you can get right there. Old Rick, and he still sounds like that.
Cabin coffee too.
Yeah, cabin coffee, exactly.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
right.
Cabin coffee.
Yeah,
Coffee.
yeah,
Yep. I love that guy.
yeah.
So spare time. I know you guys don't have a lot, but when you do find yourself a few extra minutes, Chris, what do you like to do to let your hair down?
Ooh. I like to do stuff. I like to be around people, even if it's something small, like going to McDonald's. Whenever it's the summer, like I don't mind going somewhere like a hike or a lake or anything like that. I got to figure out what I'm going to do out here with it being cold. Maybe
You can still go for hikes. I'm telling you right now, you get out to Pilot Knob. Beautiful.
You think
Beautiful.
so?
Oh my gosh. When there's snow on the ground, there's nothing better than a hike at Pilot Knob.
Try some cross country skiing. Have you ever done that?
never. I'm thinking. I heard like there's a mountain not far from, like an hour from here, that a lot of people see.
There's no mountain.
Oh, Mount Cato.
Mount Cato is what it's
that's what
called.
it
It's a
is.
big
Yeah.
hill. Yeah.
But I like to be around people. Really, that's just what it is. I'm a communicative individual.
All right.
I socialize.
And are you more comfortable with? I mean, obviously with people you know, but it's like, do you kind of like that? I want to meet somebody new and get to know who they are, and
Yeah, I like meeting new people. I've
Mhm.
always kind of, I've always kind of forced myself to do that. It kind of stemmed from football. Like every coach I ever had kind of told me that I had to be someone that interacted with everybody. So I kind of had to get used to forcing myself to meet people, and it just kind of becomes something that's normal. So I try not to be too talkative though.
I feel like a quarterback has to glad hand and get to know and everybody on the team, offense and defense. They have to feel like you kind of know who they are.
Yeah.
Because when everybody knows who the quarterback is, and it's nice when the quarterback is like, I know who everybody else is too, and that can be challenging. You got 100 and some people on the team. That's always difficult to get to know everybody. But as much time as you guys spend together, certainly good.
Yeah.
Everybody knows who Neeko is.
Everybody on campus.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's all over their website and everything.
That's the funny thing about that is I really stay to myself when I'm on my alone time. Like
I still remember the first time that you did the coaches show up at Paddlers, and you came walking in thinking it was going to be just me and Troy.
I did.
That knee was going 100 miles an hour. I
Whole
do
time.
remember that.
Whole
You were
time.
very nervous. It was much better this year, though.
Yeah.
You were so much calmer.
I was prepared this time.
You were prepared.
You're ready.
Yeah.
This time.
Yeah.
Yeah. You were moving your knees up and down and moving your hands up and down and
Making sure his knees were
yep,
clean the whole
yep,
time.
Yep.
Yep.
But that has long since passed. That ship has sailed. You are ready for ESPN.
Again, you've blossomed here.
Yes.
Yeah.
At Waldorf.
I mean, I've been here for 4 years, so like once I start getting to know people, start feeling comfortable, more open, and I can be more comfortable. That's the good thing. If I'm comfortable, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
What do you, when you're a student ambassador to Waldorf University, what do you tell people that are visiting the university for the first time and, trying to make a decision about whether or not this is where they want to make their home?
One, I tell them my story first. It's always a story to that, like how I landed here, and how I succeeded here. Because it's funny because you're really not supposed to be an RA your freshman year. But luckily, I was out going and like speaking up. Like for instance, we all know JNL. It's the I call it.
Andy knows JNL very well.
I call it the Boondocks. If you understand, like the Boondocks is like it's the Boondocks. It's like it's not well, but it's livable. Like you have fun there.
Down in the boondocks.
But pretty much it was so like freshman year, it was just like so boring. So like nobody wanted to be in the lobby. So I said, let's change some stuff up. Let's do this and that. Let's get the vending machines full. Like I was just being direct and like speaking for others. So that's what that's what made the other RA say, why not be a RA? So I applied to be a RA.
Boom.
Luckily somebody left one of the RAs left that second semester, so I filled that position. And pretty much that's how I explain it to everybody that comes. Like, you just got to be outgoing. Like, being here created so much opportunities for me. Just because, like, I know if I picked any other school, I would not have no opportunities I had down here, or had the support that we have down here, or me playing on a good football team with good people. That's like the important thing. Like,
Yeah.
So pretty much I tell them the story, tell them like small college is not what you think it is. It's not horrible. It's actually good for you. I explain why, stuff like that. And that's how I get them.
President Alsop explains Waldorf as the and university. So you can be a football player and in the choir or in the theater and in a student ambassador and all these other things. And that's true. And that particularly when it's a smaller student body like we have, it is very much the same as when Andy and I went there. And you kind of know everybody. Even though you're in a small town, the truth of the matter is that you're in a community inside of a community, which is the same thing that would be if you were at the University of Iowa, the University of Minnesota, the University of Arizona, you're going to have a small community inside of a larger community and you're just going to be limited to that group of people that you enjoy spending time with.
Yeah.
You're also going to be limited by how much money you've got.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, we're going to go to a big city and go to a university and we're going to, I'm going to have all these things to do. I was like, you got no money.
Yeah.
You broke.
It's just a college kid.
At least
you're going to go.
At least we could save down here just a little bit more than the city. That's the fun. That's the good part about being in a small town is like, you don't have to spend money every 5 seconds. So like when I'm back at home, I spend money like every day, no matter what it is. Even if I don't need it, I'm spending it just because I want it. Like, Here, I can't do that because there's nowhere to go or nowhere to spend the money. That's the good thing. So like it's helping us save as a college student, so we won't be a broke college student at a big college.
Go to McDonald's with Chris and spend
That's right.
$15.38 on 6 burgers.
Although I will say McDonald's has, like everything else, gone up in price.
Yeah.
Remember, you used to go $5, you got almost the whole family covered, and then now it's
For sure.
$40. Yeah.
All day.
Yeah.
I don't go there, but hey, more power to anybody that does, I guess.
They get a Sunday run out of me.
Yeah. Hey,
Well, Chick-fil-A is the big spot now,
everybody loves Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A.
Can't go there on Sunday, though.
Nope.
And that's
Oh,
when
you
it's
got-
the most appealing.
What's that?
That's when it's the most appealing.
Is on Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd really go for some
Right.
Chick-fil-A.
On Sundays, are you guys just, I guess it depends on the game. And after this Dakota Wesleyan game, were you a little sore? I felt like you saw a lot more of the turf on Saturday than you intended to.
Just a little bit. You're sore after every game.
Right. Yeah. And so is that is that how it is on Saturday? Is Sunday just recovery day for you guys?
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. Like we pretty much go to lift at 2. After that, let's like get our blood flowing.
Mm-hmm.
After that, rest of the day is like relax, get your body together, get your mind together for film Monday. So recovery day.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of hanging out, sleeping, a little bit of church in the morning, and then obviously that lift at 2.
Well, I like that. A little bit of church in the morning. You guys go to church.
Yeah, usually.
That's good. That's good. Neeko, sinner.
I haven't been. I haven't been to church down here because like it's not my type of church. So like,
Oh, I haven't seen you at the Methodist church. You got the Lutheran church. Andy's at the Lutheran church. We got all kinds of good churches around.
I gotta check them out. I do my church. So what happened is I do my church on YouTube since everything is live streamed.
Oh, okay.
So
all right.
that's the way.
You still do church.
Yes.
Yeah.
You just don't go to church.
Yeah, so the funny thing is my family is big on religion, so like
Yes.
they make us go regardless of the fact. Like
I love that.
Yeah, 100%. I was raised in the church, and I still go to church. I went to church on Sunday for the first time in weeks because usually on Sunday mornings from about let's say 6 o'clock till 10:30, I'm washing uniforms, scrubbing uniforms, things like that. So with the time change was great when you could wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning rather than 5.
Yeah.
And get into the locker room around 5 a.m. And I was home before 8:30 on Sunday, and so my wife and I met my mom and went to church.
Well, last week we had Earl on, and he was all about. He's like, I go to church. After I come home from church with my mom, we watch the game, and all that. It just like the nice. Well, I think that's great, and I know that there's a contingent of football players that go to church and different churches in the town. That's very, very important. I think it's a part of understanding the really what it takes to be. As Coach Bolstorff would say, football isn't an easy game. In fact, it's a hard game. It might be one of the harder games. It's not always fair. Life isn't fair. And you need to be the person God wants you to be. And so I think that that's an important message for everybody at the school. And I think that that's something that, really makes the Warriors strong. Yeah. And you have to be strong, right?
One of the things I do remember about early when we started fall camp, a Sunday morning, I think a 6 a.m. practice or something.
Yeah,
like
we're getting to church right after.
Yeah, I still remember I was over on the sidelines and the quarterbacks were over there throwing, and I remember hearing Chris say, "Hey, who wants to come to church with me this morning? Did you get any takers?"
Yeah, Justin came.
There you go.
Nice. And I know Cade wears his faith on his sleeve, very openly and honestly, and I appreciate that about anybody that does that. And I just assumed he'd be the one, not just Justin.
Cade goes.
Yeah,
Cade goes.
yeah.
Cade goes. Cade or Justin came with me, but yeah.
Oh,
Cade,
okay, cool.
Cade goes. We got a good amount of guys on the team that go to that one.
Good. I'm glad to hear that.
There's a good. It's just a good thing, and it's something that I love to see. With I noticed that before the game starts, you got a group of guys that are down in the end zone, taking a knee and doing their thing, praying. And everybody in the GPAC is a private school, and they're all affiliated with the church. Although I don't know, I can't remember what Doan is affiliated with, but I remember everybody else.
I could look back and find out. They might be Methodist. I'm not. Or I couldn't even tell you. You guys talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah. Anyway, so I think that you see that with. In fact, gosh, if you remember, I'm sure you. It's hard to forget. When Gavin Johnson went down. Yeah. And, both teams are taking a knee. Obviously, that's a serious situation. Both teams are praying. Northwestern is over there doing their thing. I thought that was pretty classy. I think that's a good thing to see. So you're in a conference that is incredibly competitive, but you also know you're in a conference that's like, listen, we're a bunch of small private schools that are just trying to be the absolute best we can be. And at the end of the day, there's a bigger game at hand. I think that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, Doan was affiliated with United Church of Christ.
Okay. Was?
Is.
Yeah.
Is, and that it was a congregational church.
Oh.
Originally.
Oh, I grew up congregational.
There you go.
Yeah. I never would have put that together.
Well,
I feel bad about being so hard on him this summer then.
Yeah, we were tough. If you guys ever get a chance, we did a GPAC overview this summer.
Yeah.
Summer series, and we went through each one of the communities and each one of the universities, and it's been listened to. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
And actually after the Briarcliff game there, I think it was our offensive or defensive coordinator, one of the coaches, he's the associate head coach. And I think I told you this, Troy.
Yeah.
He came over and is running up to me and he's like, "Hey, I just wanted to say I love your guys' podcast."
Yeah.
I'm like, not what I was expecting after that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, I tell you what, it's typically an opportunity for, I don't want to wrap it up early, and if you got anything else there, but we've been at an hour now, so I was thinking that we usually give you guys the opportunity to get the last words in on the show, and then Andy usually does a good job saying stuff to fill time to help you think of what it is that you want to say.
Absolutely, because when we hand it over to you guys, so we give you that last word. So
it's called vamping. That's what I was trying to get to. Yeah,
vamping. I haven't heard that.
You were vamping. Yeah.
Oh, okay. But yeah, that way you guys have a little time to think about it, whether you want to say something to the family. And that's one of the things before we go into that. We didn't talk about your family.
Oh yes, gosh.
That's the
terrible.
Biggest reason that we have you guys on, so that back in Arizona and then in Indiana and Georgia, that they can hear your voice and maybe cry a little bit. Like, it's my little boy. So Neeko, who all you got back in Georgia and Indiana?
So in Georgia, I have my mom, my stepfather, my cousins, my auntie, and then they got my mom got 2 dogs, I believe. Now in Indiana, this is where the big load coming.
Okay,
all right.
Indiana, I got my dad, 4 sisters.
Okay,
older, younger.
I got an older sister and I got a niece.
Okay,
which is her birthday is this weekend.
Oh, happy birthday!
Oh, happy birthday!
Yeah.
What's your niece's name? You got to wish her a happy birthday.
It's Nalani.
Nice. Nalani, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
And then I got 2 younger brothers, and then I got a brother that is a freshman that goes to a university in Michigan for basketball.
Okay.
So
wow.
Yeah.
Good group of people over there in Indy.
Yeah, no doubt. That'd be a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. All right, Chris, around the world, who you got?
In New York, I have my grandparents, and then I have my uncle, and then I have my cousins. And then in Arizona, I have my grandparents on my mom's side. In New York, it's the grandparents on my dad's side.
Okay.
And then I got my parents. And then I have a younger brother named Jason. He's 16. And then a younger sister named Claire. She's 14. So,
All right.
So they got hero big brother
Yeah.
at Waldorf.
16, 14. Still both in high school then.
yeah, my sister's a freshman and my
Mhm.
brother's a junior.
Very good.
Athletes on either side? Oh, yeah.
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 Well, obviously basketball.
Also, I got two sisters that do track. That's in high school, and then I got one of my little brothers are playing football, and then the other one he's doing him because he's still young.
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
still young.
Well, so then what we didn't even ask you guys what you were studying because Chris, you said you got to get a graduate degree anyway. So talk to us about that. What are you studying?
I'm getting my master's in public administration.
Okay, and you got your degree, your bachelor's, and what was that in?
Exercise science.
Okay, very good, nice. And so then, what do you hope to do when everything's all said and done?
Assuming football doesn't pan out into something, either something within civil management or go into firefighting. It's really down to one of those two.
All right,
And the degree helps for both. So,
absolutely.
It's like a city administrator or something like that, or
probably like a town manager. I probably wouldn't try to go to be a city manager. I'm not really big on the whole city life.
Oh, in Forest City, we're really just a village. We have a city manager. It's really a town manager.
Same deal.
There you go.
But,
yeah, there's a lot of communities around here that have city administrators and stuff like that in, a town of 2,000 people or something, just
They run the show.
they do.
Yeah, because everybody else is
Tons of
small
opportunity.
towns, city administrators run the show.
100%.
Yeah, because the mayor's part time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I thought you
Yeah,
were
yeah,
talking about this show.
Yeah. Oh no, not city administrator.
Troy runs this
Daisy
show.
doesn't run this show. I run this show.
Absolutely not.
What are you studying, Neeko?
I'm studying sports management. It is a petty major. The reason why I call it petty because what I really want to do is fix cars,
All
but
right.
also I do want to coach on the other half. So like that's why I call it a petty major. But it's something I can coach with, something I can go into like do management and stuff like that. Not only that, it will help me learn how to run a business too, because I am taking a lot of business classes in sports management.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
So high school football, you want to coach that? College?
Really, I want to coach high school, but I want to start with little league first.
There you go.
Okay.
Go from the down and up, just because so I can actually learn how to organize. If I can deal with kids
Mm-hmm.
and they can listen, I can deal with older cats.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever tried herding cats?
Mm-hmm.
No.
No.
It'd be the same thing as dealing with, little league kids.
Some of my best memories are being a little league football coach and baseball coach and all of that stuff. Keep coaching the kids, my kids when they were growing up. It's just the best. And a lot of my favorite pictures in the house are high fives with the kids. Jack, running off after one amazing play, and he's smiling, and I'm, and high five. I got to a certain point where it's like, listen, I mean, you need to get a real coach to probably get better, at this point.
Yeah.
But that period, really a special time.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And as we're just kind of talking about some stuff, you guys probably both had a significant influence in your life to help you on the football field. Who would that be for each one of you? And we'll start with Chris.
It would probably be my dad. He, for across all of sports, he held me to a high standard. Whenever I did and whenever I do well, he tells me, and whenever I was doing poorly and whenever I do poorly, he keeps it straightforward with me.
Mm-hmm.
So he always did a good job with that. That not just sports, like real life too.
Yeah.
Are any of your family going to be able to come up and see any one of the games this year? I mean, granted, we only have one more home game, but
They watch from back home. My dad, he He came to the Concordia and the Doan game. He came.
Okay.
Yeah,
A
he
little
wanted.
closer.
Yeah, he wanted to see the first start. He came to Concordia, and then I got declared ineligible like a day before the game. So then he came out to
Yeah.
That's
the
right.
game.
God, I'm glad we got that all taken care of.
Didn't take much.
Yeah.
It's a complex process.
Yeah.
It is. Always is. So, Neeko, who's the person that really kind of shaped you?
Whew. That's. I'm gonna say my dad and my mom. Reason why I say my dad is just the life lessons that he taught me just growing up. But also my mom is like the person that was also pushing me.
Mm-hmm.
So they both was pushing me. Necessarily I didn't have a great bond with my coaches in the high school.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
And that's all right.
It's kept on keeping on. That's the cool thing. And now look at you at Waldorf. You're doing like 10 different jobs. And, Mr. Waldorf, really, in a lot of ways.
Ooh, Mr. Waldorf.
I mean,
You're not the only people that call me that.
Well, that's interesting because, around the locker room, they can say a name and obviously we know who it is, just by that. But like a lot of the dudes got nicknames, but in the locker room, I hear Neeko and Chris.
right.
Do you have any nicknames either on the team or at any other time in your life? Is there a family nickname?
So I got two of them.
All
One is if I'm in trouble. The other one is just a nickname that my grandma used to call me and my dad used to call me. So the first one is Neek.
That's when you're in trouble?
No, that's the.
Oh, okay. That's a good one. Okay.
That's a good one. Now, when you're in trouble, young man.
Now when I'm in trouble, they call me by my middle name, and that's Dwayne.
Oh.
Now, did they throw in the Neeko, Dwayne, or is it just?
They throw in Neeko Dwayne Page or
Oh, yes.
I know that.
yeah,
Dwayne
yeah,
is a great name.
yeah.
And I have appreciated that name for decades. And I have nobody related to me named that. But every year at Christmas, all of the kids get a gift from Dwayne. That's a weird thing that we've done for as long as Jack's been alive, and a good part of Tate and Tanner, the older boys. I mean, like, it's just, I think that's funny. And they're just like, "Who's Dwayne?" I'm like, "Dwayne's gonna give you something every year. Dwayne's always looking out for you."
So funny thing
Who is Dwayne?
So funny thing is everybody think Neeko is my nickname.
Nico's the real name,
Yeah, that's my real name.
and Dwayne is the middle. Now, is it
Yeah. What
would
DW or DUA?
DW.
DW. Oh, Dwayne.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. We go with Dwayne. Yeah.
But what would Neeko be short for?
Neeko.
Nicodemus.
Oh, yeah, Nicodemus. Nicodemus,
Happened to be
Dwayne
fresh in my mind for no reason.
Page. Yeah, I was the same way when I was growing up. Like my mom, if she'd yell out the back door because I'd be playing out in the yard with all the other kids, and it'd be like, Andy. And then when she was mad, Andrew James.
The whole thing.
Oh, yeah, her eyes would roll back and she'd turn red.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, Chris, any nicknames?
Man, I've had a lot. When I was at Ottawa, it was more so I had C-Dub and then C-Weezy. Those
C-Weezy.
two. Yeah.
See
Okay.
easy.
C-Weezy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Those
That
were the
rolls
two
off
big
the
ones.
tongue.
Does. See Weezy.
Yeah, mine.
I mean, I'll tell you, I got one more game to announce. I mean, it's going to.
Ooh, C-Weezy. And Neeko Dwayne.
That's right.
Oh, yeah, if he misses a tackle, get on him. Get on him. But you're not going to miss a tackle.
Right.
Nah.
No, he won't. I'll bet all my money on it.
All right.
I'll bet my whole
good.
bank account on it.
All right, guys, we've given you considerable time to
Yeah.
think about who you want to give shouts to, whether it's family, the fans, or a little bit of everything.
Yeah, let them know what you're thinking.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to start with Chris over there.
Ooh. The people here have been really supportive. Like when I first moved out here, I didn't know anybody, and everybody kind of welcomed. I felt really welcomed. So a lot of the people here, they're really good people in Forest City. And then obviously my family for helping me keep a calm head on my shoulders for the most part. And then I started going to church when I moved out here. So God's kind of played a big role in me staying sane.
Oh, man.
Love it.
I love it. All right, Neeko, Dwayne.
I want to give a shout out to the fans for sticking with us. I know this is a difficult time. We haven't had a losing record like this in a long, long time. But I appreciate all the fans that are sticking out there with us. And I appreciate the Gridiron for, Mills sticking with us and just being there for us when we need y'all. I also want to give shout out to the coaches too, family, and then the community members. Because, it wouldn't be Waldorf without the community.
Right on.
So, yeah, you heard it right here from these young men. Community, you have one more opportunity. Tomorrow is your last chance this season to come out and support our Waldorf Warriors on Bullstorf Field. It's the kick is 1 o'clock, but be here, let's say 10-ish, 10:15-ish, because we're going to have these guys do their final Warrior walk, and then you're going to get to see those seniors be recognized for their time. And there's a lot of great people. I can tell you that I was in communication with Gavin Johnson. He intends to come up and bring his sister's dogs.
Nice.
Yes, looking forward to seeing Gavin. I've communicated very little with him, but every now and then, and after an injury like that, it'd be pretty easy. But he's gonna take that walk as a senior, and I'm looking forward to not just Gavin, but all the seniors that we got out there. And here in the next few weeks, we'll give them that senior send off here from the Waldorf Gridiron Club podcast. And but come out and support these guys. It's not going to be the warmest in the world, but you're going to have a whole lot of fun. There's going to be TVs with the games on. There's going to be grills going, and there might even be some adult beverages flowing.
Usually are. And you know what? It's a bittersweet situation for the seniors. They put in a tremendous amount of work, effort, blood, sweat, and tears, literally for quite a while and many seasons. And it's imperative that the community of Forest City, the Gridiron Club, all of our fans and listeners make the effort to show them that the record isn't why we're there. We're there for you. We watch no matter what.
Yep.
And love you and support you because we're Warriors at heart and bleed purple. That's how we roll.
Always Warriors. All right. Well, I want to thank C. Weezy and Neeko Dwayne for taking some time out of their busy schedules to come out here to the bunker and just kind of that way you folks can get to know them a little bit better. It's always a pleasure. Thanks, gentlemen, very, very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. For Troy Thompson, this is Andy Buffington. Thanks for listening to the Waldorf Gridiron Club podcast, and forever and always, go Warriors. You can join the Waldorf Gridiron Club and be part of the best small college football experience in America.
Just visit our website and pick your membership level. Find us and everything Waldorf Gridiron Club related, including professional photos, at waldorfgridironclub.org.
You can also click on the Support the Show link in the show notes to donate.
And you can even use the United States Postal Service by sending your check to the Waldorf Gridiron Club, P.O. Box 125, Forest City, Iowa, 50436.
It's tax exempt, hassle-free, and has a level for every budget.
That's right. Anyone can join, even our rivals.
Show your colors. Join the Gridiron Club today.
Get it?
Got it. Fantastic.
The Waldorf Gridiron Club podcast is hosted by Andy Buffington and me, Troy Thompson. Produced by Sunnyside Farm Studios in beautiful rural Forest City, Iowa. Platformed by Buzzsprout and music by Soundstrike. The Waldorf Gridiron Club is a 501c3 nonprofit organization dedicated to the student athletes of the Waldorf University football program. Our mission is to assist the program in maintaining the best small college football experience in America.